Being confident is sexy, okay? Being confident is absolutely stunning and beautiful. Welcome. I'm your host, and you're listening to Elevate with Noe, your new favorite and go-to podcast. It's about time you tuned in. Come on this journey with me, and let's get it. Hey, ladies. Welcome back to another episode. If you're new, you know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe. And please follow the podcast on either Spotify or Apple or both. Help your girl out. It's going to help us build a community together. And I can't see that. Let me tell you something. I was thinking about what I want to talk about on this episode, but then I thought about a terminology that's been on my mind quite often lately, also from watching different type of content on social media. I wanted this episode to be about self-confidence. I think it's such key element to master as a woman, as a human being. I just wanted to talk to you about self-confidence, okay? So it's something that's been very hard for me. I'm not gonna lie to you, to speak about the things that I do. It's confident about my hobbies or how I look, all that type of things, because social media impacts you a lot and you can be seeing people who are more advanced than you. And sometimes you think, oh my God, how am I ever going to be as good as this person? How am I going to look as good as this person? So that can impact a lot your self-confidence, right? But one thing I realized, self-confidence, I don't think it's something that is there 24/7. It's more something that you work on regularly. It's not something that is there 24/7. Even the people that you look up to online, they're not confident 24/7. Sometimes they have moments of doubt. Sometimes they are unsure about themselves. Even if they have already, quote unquote, made it, sometimes they don't. I've seen people mention it in interviews. When you're making millions, you're super famous, you are known in the entertainment industry, that automatically you're confident. No, it's not an equation. It's not mathematics. It's really something that you work on. What is self-confidence? What is that? Being confident in yourself. So it's basically just being sure of you. When someone is self-confident, they don't doubt themselves. They don't. They're very sure about their value, very sure about who they are. And their aura, it shows in how they present themselves. One thing that really confused me at first is I thought that confidence was solely based on appearances. So if you wear certain things, automatically you gotta be confident. That if you do your hair a certain way, you're gonna be confident. If you earn X, Y, Z type of money, and I couldn't be more wrong about that. Self-confidence is very much inward. It's very much inside of you and not much outside, okay? It's not purely solely on physical appearances. When it comes to your hair, your skin, your clothing style, your jewelry, accessories, your posture, all these elements, they amplify your self-confidence, boost your self-esteem. But if you haven't done the inner work, if you have not worked on your self-confidence inside, it's like putting on makeup. You're not really being confident. You try to exude, but if you haven't done the inner work, it's not going to reach its full potential. And I start seeing some women talking about that it's pretty much tied up to inner work and you believing in yourself. Being a self-confident person go hand in hand with being self-disciplined. Why? Because when you doubt yourself, it's often that you're not sure if it's going to work or not. You're not sure if the outcome's gonna be positive or negative, okay? But when it comes to discipline, it's literally to do the things that you said that you were gonna do. And when you are doing these things, whatever is going to the gym, let's say you're trying to build your glutes or you're trying to grow your butt bigger, when you're gonna start your workout, it's not all gonna be perfect, right? The exercises gotta be a bit messy. You're probably not gonna do as much repetition as you should be doing. If you're not as familiar with the machines or how to do the exercise properly. But guess what? The third day or the fourth day that you're doing the exercises, you're going to get better. So you fail the first few days, or it was messy the first few days, but because you kept on going, now every time you're going to the gym or every time you're doing your home workout, you're more sure how to execute exercises that are within your workout plan. Why? Because you took the time to try and you kept on going. Even when on Monday, let's say your next workout day is on Monday and you were tired, you didn't feel like doing it, you still decided to do it. Not only now it trained your brain to be more disciplined, but also you're being more confident in yourself. It's through the execution. Not only you become more disciplined, but you end up getting things done and you start being more sure of yourself, being more sure of how to do it. Now you know my butt gonna get bigger, my glutes gonna grow because now I can execute these exercises properly. So now you're sure about yourself. It's no longer, oh, I'm not really sure if I should put my feet like this or if I should cross my legs like that. No, now there's no more room for doubt because you execute it. It's through action. It's through the promises that you're telling yourself, okay, I need to do X, Y, Z. But did you do it? It's follow through each and every promises that you're telling yourself. It's following through each and everything that you're telling to yourself that you're gonna do and actually get it done. So the analogy with the gym or working out your body, I know you don't think, okay, but no, you know, the example you give, working out your body is very physical, right? But it's also very mental because you're training your brain to retain this information and to remember, hey, I need to be focusing on working on my body 3 times per week. Yes, it's to improve your physical appearances, but you're doing it in inner work as well because you're telling your brain, you're telling yourself, I need to put in the work. I need to execute it. I need to get it done. And as you're executing it, you're literally proving to yourself, oh, I can really get it done. Look, I was able to follow through on my plan. I did my workout 3 times per week. Now the following week, I'm more able to do this XYZ exercise that I've been struggling with last week. So now when you're coming towards the machine, or let's say you're doing a home workout, now you can do it. There's no more doubt. You know how to do it. Well, self-confidence is that. It's very much an inner work. It's doing the things that you said that you were going to do. And this is a very short episode, but I really wanted to put it out there because I wanted to share with you what were my thoughts on confidence and what it means for me to be a confident woman. And I couldn't be more wrong that it's not solely on appearances, even though, like I mentioned, your appearances does amplify, okay? I'm not saying for you to neglect, but I'm just saying if you are putting much effort to your appearances, you should be putting it as much, if not more effort for the inner work. And trying to test it out for yourself. Let's say you need to get something done that is important, whether it's going to the gym, to plan a vacation, to start a business, or to apply to a new job or whatever, or to prep your portfolio to become a model or become a creator. You said that you were going to work on it. Did you do it? When you don't get things done, I want you to write down how you feel. And I want you to reflect on it. Is it pretty much low vibration emotions? Like you feel down, you feel sad, you feel like a loser, whatever that is? Or do you feel like a winner? Do you feel very joyful, very energetic, very happy, very fulfilled? I want you to write it down and then follow through with actually telling yourself something that you need to get done and get it done. And then I want you to also write how you feel. Do you feel proud of yourself? Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel joyful? I want you to compare these two so you can have a better understanding of how much it can impact you when you don't get it done. Even when you don't feel like doing it, but when you get it done, there's a satisfaction that comes with it. it trains your brain to be more disciplined, but mostly train your self-confidence. Okay? So I want you to also share with me, are you someone who's often confident? How do you know that you're confident? What made you realize that you are a confident woman? Or what made you realize that you're not so confident? Because for me, one thing that made me realize that I was not confident enough in myself is, for example, one time I had to do a dance battle and I was unsure. I wanted to back out of it. I didn't even want to do it as much because I was too stressed of what people are gonna think, how I'm gonna do my freestyle. Like, I'm scared to mess it up. I was not confident in myself at all. I had a lot of self-doubt, but what helped me to build my confidence when it comes to dancing, for example, is me showing up to my dance session with my crew, me practicing at home, me practicing with my crew in order for me to follow through what I said that I was gonna do. And even though my dance battle was not perfect, it was my first one, I still was very proud of myself. Why? Because I did what I said I was going to do. And this helps you build up your confidence over time. And there's so many other aspects that can impact your self-confidence as well, okay? It can be at work, it can be your business, it can be your content creation, it can be anything. Sometimes you can do that in the work and still not feel as confident. Why? Because you neglect your physical appearances. So you see, everything is to be worked on to build your confidence. So this is one thing that I was willing to share with you. What story do you have to share with the rest of the community? What are certain things that impact your self-confidence? What are things that made you realize that you're a very confident woman? Basically, just share what are certain things that you think impact your confidence negatively or positively. What made you think, oh yeah, I'm a very confident woman, or I don't feel that much confident these days? What are these things that you feel impacted that statement that you have of yourself when it comes to your self-confidence? And that's it. And I think, like, don't put yourself too much pressure. Like, even your biggest celebrities are the biggest people that you look up to. They're still working on it. Okay? So give yourself time. Little by little, you're going to be able to be sure about your value, sure about who you are. And there's so many things to break down when it comes to being confident that I think that is something that I'm even going to have to bring a friend of mine or bring a guest to talk about it. But it's definitely something that we're going to talk more eventually in other episodes. So please stay tuned. And please don't forget to share whether it's stories or tips or something that I mentioned that resonate with you, or thing that you disagree on, because that's okay, girl. Like, everything that I share with you, please take it with a grain of salt. I'm just sharing what I think. And yeah, I really hope that you become that confident woman. If you are not already, that you work on it on a regular basis for you to feel better by yourself and to elevate your life overall. By the way, confidence is a top tier compliment. If you watch previous episode, or if you watch another episode of mine where I talk about giving compliments, you know that I mentioned that, like, giving top tier compliments, telling someone that I love your confidence a lot, I love how confident you are. This is a top tier compliment because it's inside out. Is that the person is so confident in themselves, and it's not in a cocky way, but it's like you're so sure about yourself. It automatically exudes that for anyone to see. And it's not cockiness. Being confident is sexy, okay? Being confident is absolutely stunning and beautiful. So we should definitely work on it, but don't forget that it's not something that you have 24/7. I personally don't believe it. It really depends on what context you're in and what situation that you're in. You can be in one room and be super confident and be put in another environment in another room and don't feel as much confident. Actually, it's something to be worked on regularly, okay? So please share what you thought about the episode, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'm so grateful to have you. And remember, you got this. Okay, bye. Like anything in life, everything comes to an end. Yeah, girl, this concludes today's episode. Again, thank you so much for listening. And remember, you got this. See you on the next one. Bye.